Hello. Welcome back.
Welcome back to what?
To our podcast called Two Bros Chilling on a Sofa 5 feet apart and their shirts off.
I like that.
That's okay. Come on.
Oh, wow.
Did
I
you
had
hear
to
that?
sprint over here from 5 blocks over.
Yeah, you sounded so far away. That was
I know,
crazy.
Dude.
Well, here we are
I'm
back
far.
again. Story time with Christian and Ryan.
Ryan and Christian.
And you know what that means. It's time to eat some gum and swallow some water. Have you ever swallow water?
I have swallowed water.
I mean, but like, have you
It
ever
was a good
thought about it
experience.
as swallowing instead of drinking?
Well, no, I guess I haven't.
Let me tell you a story.
No.
Growing up, my mom, whenever we got hiccups, told us to like bend over
That's weird.
with a cup of water, and like put our mouth on the back of the cup,
Oh.
and then like
What is
then
going on?
as you bend over,
Are you
the
like,
water goes into your mouth from the back of the cup,
what
and then you
are
swallow.
you saying?
No, this is true. And while you bent over,
I don't understand this.
the water
image.
would go in your mouth, and you would swallow it while you were bent over. And then the hiccups
Okay.
would not go away still. It never worked for me.
Why didn't you just hold your breath like everyone else?
That's what I do now, and it works great. But as a kid, that's what
And just had to make everything more
Yeah.
complicated.
And I was like, why can't I just put the water in my mouth and then bend over and swallow? And
I
I
don't
think the
know.
reasoning was like, if you're bending over and swallowing, the water will work its way up against any air that's making you hiccup or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, do you have any stories about hiccups?
Yeah.
You get hiccupy all the dang time. Whenever I'm with you outside on a run.
That's very true. It's because every time we go on a run, it's like 5 p.m. and I've eaten food like not that long ago. So then all of that food is still fresh in my tummy, and it doesn't like the fact that I'm exercising. Anyways, hiccups.
They're gay.
They're pretty gay. I'm sure.
But like in a good way.
It's a cool kind of gay, you know.
Yo, like this if you're like kind of gay, but
like
not gay enough. It's a good vine.
Yeah. The only real hiccup memory I have was I was walking down the street with my mom. Funny enough.
Walking
both
down the
involve
street
us
with my mom.
That was the
Slapping
first draft of that Eazy-E song. And I had the hiccups, and we were walking across a bridge, and then, we hadn't really said anything for a few seconds, and then she just, grabs me and, seemed like she was going to throw me off of the bridge, and,
Whoa.
screamed, and I was like, oh! And it scared away the hiccups.
That doesn't make any sense. I don't understand how scaring makes you less hiccupy.
It's because you're not focusing on it, I guess, and
Is it a mental thing?
I don't
Hiccups
know.
are all in the brain? Is that what you're telling me?
I think they are, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this.
Just yawning. What's
One
up?
time, this is a story for you.
This is a story of a girl?
One time, I cried a river, and it drowned the whole world.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, nice.
Okay, but actually, this is my story. One time, I was
Lay
in
on
the
me,
forest. I was
baby.
lumberjacking down a tree, and it fell on me.
Oh, that's...
And it hurt my ankle. And I was like, ouchie, ouchie, ow. You broken my ankle, you dang tree. And the tree said, hey, it's not my bad. You're the one who broke my whole bottom. Now my bottom is split in two. And now in the way that you chopped through it. And now I'm on your foot. And I said, good point. My bad. Sorry to impose my will upon your bottom.
No.
And that's my story. I'm going to stop it there.
It's probably a good place to stop.
Oh, man.
Here, I got a
That
story.
one got away from me. Yeah.
That did. So, one day last night, I was watching Gone Girl
Wow.
with my friends, and...
Spoiler alert.
Oh, my gosh.
Spoiler alert.
Thank you.
she slit a guy's throat.
Ow.
Yeah.
That would make you say, ouchie, ouchie, ow.
And that's what I did. I said, ouch. And then I was like, ooh, I don't want to get my throat slit. And then, so I swore off being near girls forever. Because they'll slit your throat.
Hold on. I saw you near a girl today.
What?
No, that was Lyndon.
Slander.
Never
yeah,
mind.
that's right. Yeah.
Suck it, Lyndon.
Keep those women away.
All right.
That's my story.
Okay. Second story from me. I got so many stories locked and loaded. I'm ready to tell them. One time, wow, you got a nice thing going
Isn't
on
that
over
fun?
there. For you listening at home that aren't watching, he's just
I'm a
you know,
jiggling fiend.
He's jiggling his belly at me, and it's fascinating. I'll work on that. You know,
okay.
I'm gonna get you in shape, and at the same time get me in your shape.
You want to get fatter?
I want you to get into a good shape of that being triangle, and then I will get into that triangle.
Oh, that's that intimate.
One time I was shaving my beard hairs.
Gross.
And yeah, do you have a story?
Yeah. One time I was in a box.
Wow.
And I said, anything is possible with the gift of imagination.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah. It's copywritten.
Did I? Was that me?
Yeah. I was you in this story.
Okay.
Yeah. And
that reminds me of a joke my dad always does, where he'll be like, "One time I was..." Wait, no, that was someone else. It's a dumb joke.
That's a pretty dumb joke.
But I like it. Makes me think of my dad.
Oh,
Rest in peace.
Nope.
No, he's alive.
Harry Matthew. He's doing all right.
He is under a lot of stress, and I just wish that he would get a good night's sleep once in a while. So rest in peace, Harry Matthew Parmenter Jr. My father.
Way to turn that phrase on its head.
That's right.
Let's see. We're telling stories.
Mm-hmm.
One day, I was a carpenter.
Really?
Yeah.
Just for one day?
Exactly. Doing
a temp job?
Yeah.
Okay. Temp
agency sent me. Yeah. I was doing all sorts of carpentries.
Yeah.
And I tried to build a chest of drawers.
Oh, one of those kinds of chests.
Yeah, the one of drawers.
Right.
And as I was building it, I was getting screws all into the wrong places.
Uh-oh.
Namely, not even in the wood. I just kind of kept getting it into me by accident.
Oh.
And I was like, ooh.
Or,
ooh.
What am I supposed to... How am I supposed to say?
That's choose your own adventure.
I'm going to
go
go
the audience to decide. Yeah, exactly. And I thought, wow. So this is what carpenters do every day. And then I moved on because it was only there for a day.
Yeah. Okay. What a climax, and then
I had a denouement.
Rising tension.
That rising action, climax,
lowering action. Is it falling action?
That's what I've always called it, but that might be wrong. I don't know.
I just call it downhill.
Downhill, yeah. Reach a nice denouement.
And then you end it. And you did end it.
I did.
So at least you did that.
So it was a story by technical standards.
Here's my story of technical standards. One time, I was standarding some technical
gross
at a store in public. And the police came and said, "You can't do that." You're exactly right, Christian. I cannot do that. And they said, "You can't do that. You don't have any legs." And I said, "You can't tell me what to do." And then I put them on a slow speed grocery store crawl chase because they felt bad, so they were going to crawl after me. They didn't want to seem like an abusive cop. They were very careful and on their toes at that point.
That's
this was
good.
about a year ago.
Oh yeah, I mean, tensions were pretty high
They
with
were.
the boys in blue for a little bit.
Yeah, so they didn't want to seem too aggressive, so they crawled after me through the grocery store because I was trying to standard some technicals. And I got to the cheese aisle.
Ooh.
This grocery store had an entire aisle full of cheese.
Let
me go through it. Gouda.
Okay.
Brie.
Munster?
No.
Oh.
That was the end of my list. Gouda and
Gouda
Brie.
and Brie. A whole aisle of Gouda and Brie.
Yes. And
a lot of Gouda.
I got to the Brie after passing about a half an aisle's worth of Gouda. And I look back and they're just rounding the corner in cold pursuit. And I start running my hand along the shelves, knocking the cheese into the aisle behind me.
You monster.
And they're just skittering atop the cheese, losing their balance on all fours. And I'm like, heh. And I scoot away as fast as I can, dragging my limp torso behind me. Because I'm using my hands to crawl. And then I find Ty Burrell.
I know who that is.
He's the dad in Modern Family.
He's
Ty Burrell.
What's his?
And I
say, wait, which dad are we talking? Grandpa dad or the fun black-haired cool dad?
Probably the cool dad. I've never seen the show.
You never seen? Oh, it's a funny show. I
hear
only saw the first season, but it was really funny.
Okay. He says, "Hey there, ma'am," and I was like, "I'm not a ma'am. I have no legs." And he said, "What?" And I said, "Oops, I meant to say, hey there, famous man, Ty Burrell. Can you help me get away from these police?" And he's like, "Yeah, F to Popo." And so he takes me into his van and brings me all the way to Saskatchewan, Canada, where Saskatchewan is.
That's where I like to catch on my sasses.
That's what I said to him. And he said, "No what? Way me too." "No way, what me too," is what he said. And I was like, "Thank you for understanding me. You're my only true friend, Ty Burrell, famous man." And he's like, "I think you're right. You look like you have no other friends." And I said, "Wow, dude, rubbing it in. Why don't you? Why not?" And he's like, "You know what? I'm tired of your presence. Please leave my van." He drives a van.
Your best friend kicked you out of his van?
Yeah, my one and only good friend, Ty Burrell, kicked me out of his van in Saskatchewan, Canada, after having no legs and getting chased through the cheese aisle by cops on all fours.
Do you have legs now?
I do. I grew them back.
Nice.
It was an experimental procedure done in Alberta, Saskatchewan.
I don't know if that matches up.
And the mayor of my town came to me and said,
Omaha?
"Dear you, I'll give you some legs if you just pay me some Canadian money." And I was like, "What? I don't have any Canadian money." And he says, "I don't care. You're not going to have legs, you dumb frick." And I was like, "Whoa, Canada man, laying it on thick again." And he was like, "Are you calling me fat?" And I was like, "No, I meant thick in like a good way." And he was like, "No legs for you." So I went to the black market, and they have legs aplenty in the black market in Canada. And I said, "Give me some of those sweet, sweet legs, my boy." And the guy in the trench coat said, "Okay, it'll cost you one good licking of this fork." And I said, "What does that mean?" And he opens up his trench coat, and there's forks and legs in his trench coat. And his deal is where you lick the forks, and he'll give you legs. And so,
pretty good deal.
Yeah. He just doesn't have a dishwasher at home. So this is what he's got to do. And so I licked his forks clean, and he gave me legs. And so I walked all the way back to Lakewood to the grocery store where I met Ty Burrell, where I was trying to standard some technicals. And I go up to the manager, and I punch him in the gut. And I say, "You don't deserve to live." And he's like, "What? Why not?" And I was like, "You know why." And he was like, "Dang, you right." And so he goes out to the back and changes his mind and comes back in and
it's
says,
a long story.
"Hey, I'm just getting to the beginning of it.
Oh, I'm just so ready, baby.
And he comes in and eats all the cheese that's still on the floor 2 months later.
It's not sanitary.
He's a bad manager.
He's a very bad
That's
manager.
why he doesn't deserve to live. So he ate all the cheese and died from poison.
Not from mold.
From poison. Unrelated.
Didn't have anything to do with the cheese. He was poisoned before it.
That's my story. Thank you for listening.
Wow. That was a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Don't know how I'm gonna follow that one up.
Just tell a story.
Alright, well one day I was eating a tuna melt.
No. I mean, yes, and hey-o.
Oh, there's a callback for all of you long-term dedicated viewers of Nobody from that first episode.
If you're listening to this, just kind of stop. We don't want you here.
Oh, this episode's for the boys only.
And if you're a boy, just close your ears and listen with your eyes.
Don't objectify me. Listen with your eyes, okay? Speaking of eyes, I was eating a tuna melt.
Yeah.
And while I did such things, my eyes were feeling the allergic reactions of the things in the air known as pollen.
I've seen that.
Right? Yeah. And so I was like, ooh, itchy, burn. And I was like, oh, give me some of that silky water.
My favorite
Also known as
style.
eye drops.
Oh.
Yeah. And so I grabbed some eye drops and I did some eye drop chugging via my tear ducts.
I can feel that, boy.
Yeah, and then they didn't itchy burn anymore.
And then what?
And then, but then.
And then.
And then.
And then.
I got.
Wow.
You're right. Yeah, right? I got friggin'. I forgot what it's called all of a sudden.
Hey, me too.
Me too. The eye drops.
Oh,
there we go. I got eye drop
heck.
juice all over my tuna melt because I was pretty cavalier with how I just squirted in my eyes.
Hey, what kind of eye juice are we talking about?
We're talking like the pink eye prescription kind of stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
like anti-back?
Yes, the anti-back.
Got it.
Yeah.
Gotta love some of those anti-back.
Sorry, I gave my armpit a sniff just now.
How'd it go?
It was pretty decent.
Nice, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, thank you. So I got it all over my tuna melt, and I thought, well, this could be interesting. Let's see what this Flava Flav is all about. And
Yeah.
I took a big old chomp, and it didn't taste great, but I was like, this isn't the worst thing I've ever had. I made a guacamole bowl earlier where the avocado was not nearly ripe enough, and it was just kind of solid. And that was definitely worse than this tuna melt.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I thought, oof, tuna melt's not great, but I could finish it. So I did, and 3 hours passed by, and I'm sitting there with my paddle ball, just hanging out, having a good time, like the boys do. And, suddenly kind of start losing eyesight, like, completely. And I think, oh, that's a little suspicious. That doesn't usually happen on... What's today? Tuesday, Monday, Sunday. 2:30. Doesn't usually happen at 2:30. But easy come, easy go. I got 4 other senses supposedly.
Them's the breaks, kid.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean in this context.
Them's the breaks.
But so then I thought, well, what do you do? And so I went to the eye doctor and I told him, hey, can't see anymore, so I don't need glasses. You stupid dummy. And then I threw my glasses at him.
Let's take down big Ocdocs.
Yeah. I'm tired of them running this country.
Ocdoc, get an ocular doctor.
I thought I was thinking of Doc Ock.
No,
Like Octopus
Ocdoc.
Doctor.
No. Ocdoc can go freaking sock some doc.
Oh,
Jeepers.
Nice.
Well, thank you for sharing your story.
You're welcome.
Is that the end of it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I still can't see, but we've all been there.
I was picking up on that when you kind of bumped into every single thing in my house when you came here.
It's also my house, but
no.
cool.
I mean, yes, and frick.
No.
Here's my story.
No.
The year was 1880. Paddle balls were making its rounds. Everybody loved them.
Sure did. I remember that year. It was
That
great.
they were also playing that stick and hoop game.
Oh,
You know, we just
the
rubbed the
classic.
stick on a hoop. that was big. Eddie Murphy was making it at this point. He was finally getting his time to shine.
That stand-up
And
special.
do you know what else was happening at this point?
The great.
My great aunt Melinda moved in with some Native American tribe.
Oof, that's a recipe for a sitcom right there.
And she got scalped.
Get the laugh track ready, boys.
It's not a racist thing. It's just what happened to my great aunt Melinda. And she got scalped and she was like, hey, that's not so nice.
She lived through it.
Yeah, it was just her scalp.
You've got two of them. It's
yeah,
fine.
her first scalp got taken. So she put on her replacement scalp and was like, come on, guys. I thought we were better than this.
Ow.
And so her and Standing Donkey got married. And that's how I was born.
Your great aunt.
Yeah, so I'm 129 years old at this point, being that it's...
You aged a lot between the first episode and now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Way to go.
Our first episode was 123 years ago.
Wow.
But you haven't aged a day.
Nope.
You're still 46.
I'm still a spring chicken at
210 or 46.
probably 46.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see where the night takes me.
So I was having a fun time living with my great aunt mom and Standing Donkey. He was a good dad.
That's good.
And we had a lot of fun. I played marbles. I played the stick and hoop game.
Great.
I played
Paddleball.
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air on repeat because that was Eddie Murphy's big show. And and
West Philadelphia.
And I started getting born and raised in West Philadelphia.
What?
By the playground.
Where did you spend most of your days?
In West Philadelphia, you dumb sack of poop.
Oh, okay.
Come on, keep up. And then I went to the store and lost both my legs. And started trying to. So yeah, that's now you're up to
I see
speed.
where your life connects.
Yeah.
With itself.
Yeah, I didn't mention that. I lost both my legs in the store that day.
That's unfortunate.
It was.
So you
That's why
you
I
had
had
very just recently.
I had to try to. That's why I was trying to standard some technicals, and
makes sense.
now I'm here,
Gotcha.
sitting next to my blind friend, telling stories on a couch.
Yeah.
It's all
Crazy.
true.
What's crazy where life takes you.
You know, that's what I always say. Bada bing, bada boom, easy come, easy boom. Bade
Yeah,
dabbing,
baby.
bade they boam. Have you ever seen that Vine or
Something
video?
like that.
It's pretty funny. It's Prosy D is doing a sketch about like
Bada bing, bada bing, bang, boom.
a mob boss that doesn't know how to say bada bing,
Oh
bada
yeah,
boom.
I have
And
seen
it's
that.
like, we'll finish him off by dabbing, bade they boam. And Ed Schmidt's like, yeah, boss, bade the bing, bade the boam.
Made a bow. That's pretty clever.
I think it's a good one.
Yeah.
What's the best thing ever?
Christmas tree.
That's right, and that's how I'm gonna segue into my story about Christmas trees.
Is it just story time with Ryan now?
One time I sat on it and it hurt.
Charlie Brown had that experience.
Really? Tell me it.
He sat on a Christmas tree and he was like, "Ouchie, ouch," and it hurt.
I remember that. It was in the comic strip.
Yeah. That was a just for the comic lovers out there.
Straight to newspaper special.
No VHS.
Nah, skip the middle,
rigmarole.
man.
Nah, we don't need that.
Get out of here. Hey, I
Hi.
have a request.
Okay.
Tell me a
requested on
story.
me. Oh, okay. Well, I was getting a Brazilian last night.
What does that mean?
It's when you get a wax of every hair on your body, like from the neck down.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you were like, maybe purchasing a servant.
I was doing both.
I
I was getting a Brazilian while getting a Brazilian.
Oh wow, double
Eh,
tasking.
yeah, I'm a busy man. Sometimes I gotta do multiple things at once.
Brizzy man. No.
So after I got done getting all of the hair off of me, I'm still very tender right now. So don't poke me.
I don't see any hair on your body.
Right? I'm hairless. I'm like a baby's bottom all
Much
over.
improved from last couple episodes.
Yeah, there was a few strands of hair that time.
Yeah.
It was gross.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, I got home and with my new purchased Brazilian boy,
What was his name?
Sayonara.
Okay.
Sayonara and I made our way downtown to my house.
Did faces pass?
They did. We were homebound.
Wow.
And we pulled inside my apartment, and I said, "Hey, sayonara," and I went to bed.
Nice.
That's my story.
Well, I have a very similar story. Can you believe it?
I can.
One time, I was getting a shark while getting sharked.
By investors?
No,
Okay.
I was buying a Shark brand vacuum cleaner while I was also buying a shark from the zoo.
Oh.
So I was getting sharked by the loan sharks that were trying to get me to buy the vacuum cleaner for them, and so I could suck up all the water at the zoo so I could get my shark. Okay?
Okay.
Stop
Okay.
pressuring me
I'm gonna-
about the shark.
My eyes may look like they're looking at you, but my optic nerve ain't. So
Where's
don't
your
feel
optic
pressure.
nerve looking?
It's looking.
Nice.
Yeah. It's pretty
As
good.
long as it's looking, I care about your well-being. Let me tell you about my gosh dang shark story.
Okay.
So I was inside the shark. He had eaten me whole, as well as my shark vacuum cleaner from Lowe's home improvement store.
Ah, my favorite.
And I was like, come on, shark. And he was like, baby shark, doot, 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 doot. And I was like, come on, you're a baby? I can't even get eaten by a full-grown man shark. Who am I? And so I start contemplating my worthwhileness. And I said, I can't even succeed at getting eaten by a cool shark. I have to get eaten by this baby shark while I'm holding on to my freaking shark vacuum cleaner from Lowe's home improvement store. And the loan sharks call me up on my cell phone while I'm contemplating all of this. And they say, hey, just to let you know, we don't even like you. And I said, what the heck?
That hurts.
Add insult to freaking getting eaten by a shark. Why not? And
That was the cut.
and so I call my therapist, and she tells me, you'll never believe it, what she tells me.
Did she say she didn't even care about you?
She says, I never loved you, Brian. And I was like, this is Ryan. I think you misheard me. And I was like, you doing all right, Shannon? And she was like, oh, sorry, Ryan. Yeah, I just got through a bad divorce. I'm trying to find a good therapist. Do you know any? And I was like, yeah, my therapist. Oh, wait. No. I only know you. Do you have any good recommendations for other therapists? I think I might be looking for one. I'm going through a lot, and you don't seem like you're in the right mental space to handle it. And she told me, you'll never believe what she told me.
What did she tell you?
She said, just to let you know, I don't even like you. And she hung up.
She didn't even give you any recommendations?
Nope.
Rude.
Yeah, so eventually I got puked up by the shark.
Nice.
And said, man, what a modern day Jonah. And then I, won the lottery. And that was my story.
You won the lottery. Wow. I really think we should get some sound effects going for these. I should download a laugh track kind of thing.
Okay. I'll try to just improv some sound effects during your next story.
Oh no, I don't know if I'm ready for another story.
Huh?
It's. Hey, say that reminds me of my.
That
I'm
was
getting
horses.
flashbacks. This reminds me of
Oh,
my
no.
time in the German army in World War One.
Okay, so less Nazi than two.
Not two. You're less Nazi. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of anti-Semitic.
It's
but
pretty.
like,
It's like basically almost Nazi.
yeah, but it's like as anti-Semitic as everyone else. So like,
You
It's
you know why they called it the Great War?
because
They called it the Great War, right?
they did.
World War One, because they did not see World War Two coming.
Oh, yikes! Okay. So, anyways, my times during the Great War. I was a mail courier, and I wasn't actually in battle. I was just, kind of delivering letters to the citizens of Paris. And one day, I stroll up to Old Ivy. That's what we locals call the Eiffel Tower. And I see the greatest pair of
Yes.
sideburns
Tetons? Okay.
I have ever seen on a woman.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sideburns.
And I walk up and I say, Uzui Mama.
Oui, oui, mademoiselle.
Here, you want to do some translating for me?
Sure.
You looking good.
François Le Baguette.
May I take you to a moving picture?
Oui, oui, Napoleon Bonaparte.
We can explore the many wonders of the Caribbean moose.
¿Dónde está el baño?
And she said no.
No.
So that was pretty heartbreaking. And after that, I kind of thought, well, is life really worth living? Maybe I will go actually join the war instead of just delivering mail to people.
Es la vida para vivir.
But as luck would have it...
As luck would have it. I translated that one to English.
Oh, thank you.
For all our
thank you.
English-speaking listeners.
Yeah. As luck would have it, that was the day I met Harry Truman.
Harry Potter?
Yeah.
That's what they call Harry Truman in Bangladesh.
I figured.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he says, hey, boy, I don't really know where I fall at this point in the political spectrum.
Hola, niño. Sorry.
I'm probably like 20 right now.
Yo soy 20 años.
But this war is baloney, man.
Esta guerra está baloney, man.
And he said, let's go be AAA Hollywood filmmakers. And so we got on the USS Titanic and made our way back to America. And the rest was smooth sailing.
Paint me like one of your French boys.
That was me and Harry.
On the SS Titanic.
Uh-huh. Hey, I got a fun idea.
Okay.
You know those improv games where you build a story by trading off words
Yes,
one
I
by
do.
one? You want to do that?
Let's do 2 words to be different than people.
Ooh, that makes us unique.
It's we
We have our
idea.
own branding now.
Okay, I'll
TM.
start. Every time
I feel.
about you.
I think.
Frick. I
Want to.
go away.
See you later. That was 3 words.
I'll say see as one.
See you one, yeah.
And then
You came
out of
my anal.
Jeez,
It's
dude.
not.
Let's start. And then
You came
around the
fuselage with
Barack Obama.
who had
One giant
pickup truck.
inside of
His brain.
Period. Once he
told me
about his
crazy, stupid
pickup truck.
I said,
What, Barack?
you know,
Have a
good time
in pickup
dentistry with
truck hams.
this is falling apart.
That's too many words.
Ah! Howdy do.
Dee doody.
Zooey mama.
Harley Morenstein.
What a guy.
You're so
Cool and
good at,
everything, babe.
you know.
It dog.
Thanks for
All of
loving me.
with my
Arms.
and heart.
Feet.
Oh my gosh.
Legs. I'm losing it, man.
Yeah. Turtle Rock.
Big Arkansas. Is this a story?
This is not.
I
This
feel
is
like
not
we
good
should
content.
try to understand what a story is before we call our podcast story time.
What is a story? I mean, whatever it is, I don't think we're very good at it.
Let me try again.
Hey, wait, real quick.
Yeah. RSMR.
Here's some ASMR for y'all. Hey, how's it going?
That was very, very loud.
The burp was unintentional.
That's never how my burps are.
Yeah,
I'm always
you're
like,
loud and proud.
Hey
with them.
everyone, here, come listen to my mouth. It's about to make more sounds than just words. Just you wait and see. And then I burp into their eyes.
That's not a good place to do that.
That's where they want me to. They say, "Oh, are you about to burp? Please do it into my eyes, because that's the best place for you to burp." And I said, "What? That's weird, but I mean, you're paying me, so." My story.
You know some weird people, Ryan.
It was your mom.
No, it wasn't.
You're right. It was
That's what I thought.
your dad.
That sounds much more up his alley.
Wow. Actually, this is what really happened. I went to the movie theater, bought myself some popcorn.
Nice.
I sit down by myself in
Nice.
the back,
Nice.
hoping to have a good time watching reruns of Paddington 1. And these
How long ago was
freaking-
this?
Last week.
Okay, cool.
And these freaking teenagers come in and start macking their mouths off. And I was like, take it to another seat. You don't have to do this on my chair, on my lap.
Hey. I'm doing sound effects for you now.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And they said,
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
I was like, oh, I apologize. I didn't know you were deaf. Please. Please feel free to keep making out on my lap. I'll just pretend like I can see my movie that I paid $7.99 for plus $5 for the movie theater popcorn. Did I go too far with calling them deaf?
Hello? Is this
I
still
was
sound
getting
effects?
real and asking you.
Oh, okay. My bad.
So, about an hour in, Paddington starts stumbling through Brazil in a drugged up stupor. And I'm like, this is not the movie I thought it was. So I check my watch, and it's actually Scarface.
Aha!
And these kids are like, "Ay, que fabulosa!" Translate that?
What?
Translate that?
No habla hearing.
They said, "Oh, how fabulous!" And so
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
it's over across the street. Dang it! I told you this. And they said, "Oh, gracias." Estamos.
Thank you.
Estamos. Queremos. I don't know.
You are a sexy man. Here is free voucher for one night only at Dave & Buster's.
Only one night?
Only one.
Why did I get this for free? I could have gotten this for money.
Hey, don't ask me, dude.
Freaking deaf people. You know how there's some people you can make fun of, and there's some people you can't make fun of.
Yeah.
Like, make fun of Italians all day, but don't step on the deaf people's toes.
Well,
I'll get you.
I think. Well, okay. Never mind.
Am I right or am I wrong?
You're little, more or less.
What are you saying to me? Say something committal for once in your life, God. Gosh, Charlie.
I'm afraid of commitment.
See, there you go.
That
was a solid sentence with affirmative truth in it.
Here's another solid sentence with affirmative truth.
Go for it.
I'm picking out belly button lint with the hilt of a set of pliers.
You are the funnest, most interesting man alive. Do you drink Dos Equis?
How'd you know? It's me.
Do you often drink?
I mean, I have consumed alcohol before. I don't say I really.
But when you do,
it.
it's you don't often. But when you do, it's Dos Equis. Is that the truth?
Sometimes.
Because that's what the commercial told me.
Yeah.
If it's false, I will sue them for falsely advertising that my friend some often doesn't drink, but when he does, it's Dos Equis.
It's true. I.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Confession time.
Oh no.
Tell me a confession.
Okay, here's a confession. I've never had Dos Equis.
Here's a confession right back at you. You're gay.
That was cut to my core.
And by you're
right.
gay, I meant to say, me neither, actually.
Wow.
I've never had Dos Equis. I don't like beer.
Yeah, it's okay. Another confession time.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
I really like wooden products. Like anything made out of wood at a store will catch my eye, and I pretty much have to touch it and look at it. All right, your turn.
I don't like dolls.
Okay.
Especially ones made out of wood.
Wooden dolls are a real love-hate relationship for me, I'll tell you what.
Because they are made out of wood.
But they are dolls, and I'm a man. And it would
I don't
shatter
play
my
with
fragile
dolls.
masculinity.
Boop, 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 boop.
All right. Confession time.
No.
Blueberries have never really done it for me.
The blueberries that you were having the other day, they weren't doing it for me either. I don't know what kind of whack blueberries you've been getting, but I can promise you there's better blueberry roads out there.
You know, we want to know where I got those blueberries and what happened to them?
Oh no. What'd you do?
I got them from Adam.
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 Wow.
I was finishing working on his deck, and there was just this plate covered in foil sitting on the table on the porch.
Nice.
And like I didn't want to assume it was for me because like he's done it before. Well, his family will like make dinner and then just like make a little bit extra for me.
That's nice of him.
It's a very nice guy.
It's very kind.
And because he knows I'm a poor college student.
Yo.
And so there was this plate sitting out on the table, and then he was like, "Hey, did you grab your food?" And I was like, "Oh, that was for me. Haha, thank you." And so I go up and grab it and leave. And then I come back and I'm eating this kale salad and chicken and bread with butter and blueberries. That's where the blueberries came from.
Wow.
So I was eating them. And they were pretty warm because they'd been sitting out. And they burned my lips because they were so warm from warming up. And I was eating them, and then I showed them to you, and you're like, freaking, these are bad. You should put them in the freezer.
I did.
And I put them in the freezer, and just earlier today, I took them out, and I was like, these are so hard, I can't even put my teeth through them.
Yeah, they weren't much better. I tried one of them when it was in the freezer.
And so I put them into the trash can, along with the plate they were on.
It's wasteful.
All right, confession time. Your
Haste
turn.
makes waste. Mine. That was a big confession.
It was. I wasted some granola. I mean, what were they? Cranberries? Blueberries.
Blueberries. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my confession.
All right, my confession time. I didn't actually get a Brazilian. I'm a hairy
Is
man.
it Argentinian? Oh, you're just hairy.
Yeah, I'm a hairy man, and I have a weird hairy patch on my stomach that, like, it's really strange because one half has no hair at all. The
Have
other
you checked
half
under the stomach?
I haven't. So maybe I just hid it away.
Yeah, it went in and the other half went out.
Oh, that makes sense.
Do you ever get tickled on the organs under your skin?
Yep, all the time.
That's the in hair.
That's that in hair. Yep,
hair.
you're right. I forgot about that.
Right.
But anyways, so I have this weird patch, and it's just bizarre. It's like I have this patch of dark skin that looks like a birthmark, which it essentially is. It's like a little weirder than that, but I won't get into it. It's essentially a birthmark. But birthmarks usually don't grow hair on them. And in this case, it's the exact opposite, where I don't have the birthmark, I don't have any hair. Where I do have the birthmark, it's like friggin' a forest of Whitaker black hair all over the place. And then I just have a lot of chest hair and there's hair around my nips, which is weird. I got a lot of hair, and I don't like it.
Well, let me just iterate once. This is a safe space.
You know, Ryan...
Thank you for being so body positive. And let me tell you about my positive body. I am positively sure that sometimes I show too much of it. Sometimes I clad myself in a scantal way.
You positively do.
And it's only for my roommates to see because I'm trying to bond with them. And they're like, stop showing us your cheeks. And I'm like, I just want you to love me. And I'm trying to find love in the wrong ways. And this is how it happens. And you say, I'm not into looking at your hairy cheeks, boy.
I'm not into looking at your hairy cheeks, boy.
And I say, just understand that it's not about that. It's about me trying to make funny things for you to bond.
Okay, I'm sorry I made you feel bad about your actions in which you show off the grand majority of your body.
It's that grand. It's a pretty dumpy majority of my body. Most of my body is dumpy. It's okay.
Oh, don't, no. You're beautiful, babe.
Stars and you're beautiful.
Yeah.
All right.
Goodbye.
Bye.